I'm from Australia. I'm actually from one of the biggest Irish Catholic families in Australia. My grandma is still alive. She's 94. She had 9 children. Those 9 children gave her 40 grandchildren, of which I'm one. And so far, we've given her 87 great-grandchildren. No, please don't applaud that. It's revolting. We're like a tumour. And we have to have a family reunion every 2 years just to ward against incest. It's a true story. We all meet in a park and have a good long look at each other for our genetic safety. And we make mental notes, never, ever, 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 ever have sex with anyone else in this park, ever. And Montreal, if you could see some of the people in the park, it's not a big imposition. And I've got a really, really scary Irish Catholic mother. I've got a dad too. I just don't talk about him much in my act because he's nice. But he's the background dad. Like, he's not in charge of any of the arrangements whatsoever. He just turns up and parks the car, right? There's 7 of us, right? He's never rung any... Oh, no, that's not true. He did ring me once 10 years ago. I've never forgotten it. Like, my husband came out the backyard and he said, "Fiona, your dad's on the phone." And I'm like, "Oh, Mum's dead." You know, that just... And, you know, I'm not helping. I've got 5 children. You know, I couldn't tell you all their names off the top of my head right now because I drink like a fish. But it's an awful lot of kids, isn't it, in this day and age, 5 kids. Yeah, but we're committed. We're going to keep trying till we get one we like. And 5 cesareans too. The scar's so long I'm nearly a flip top, but that's a bit hideous. I'm not the best of mothers. I love smoking. I love cigarettes. I'd eat them if I could. They're not long enough, are they? Having said that, though, I never, ever, ever smoke inside with the children, ever. If I need a cigarette, they have to go out. I don't think you can be fairer than that if you paid for the house. And as I said, I also drink a lot. I actually drank and smoked when I was pregnant. And I'm not proud of that, and I'm not advocating that, but I've got an excuse. When we had the oldest, it was a long time ago, he'll be 21 this year. Michael, that's his name, right? We weren't aware of the dangers, you know, back then, you know, how very dangerous that can be to drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes. And I was just so excited to be pregnant, I got loaded. And then I read the pregnancy manual. I'm like, oh dear. And I rang my mum and I said, "Don't knit sleeves." I did. I drank and smoked with the other 4, not because I wanted to, ladies and gentlemen. I just thought, well, it wouldn't be fair. You could have 1 idiot and 4 clever ones, and that's not good parenting. I'm also, well, I'll tell you this, I'm one of the laziest people I know, really I am. I'm one of the laziest housewives you'll ever meet. I don't do any housework at all between the hours of 9 and 4, because I don't see the point if I don't have an audience. Right. So, come 5 o'clock, I just plug anything in that fits a socket and makes a noise, you know, and it's a whirl of activity. And here's a tip. I've got a tip for you. If there's any young wives in the audience, I've been doing this for 24 years. At about 6 o'clock, I like to just fry a little bit of onion and garlic in a pan with about a tablespoon of butter. And the thing is, they all walk in and they smell it. And they think something's happening. Dickheads, nothing's happening. It just lifts the mood of the house temporarily and frees me up for a bit more gin and tonic. But I'm not all bad. I really am not all bad. I've got a favourite child. That's nice, isn't it? No, but that freaks people out because mothers have this policy line, you know, "We don't have any favourites. We love you all the same." Oh, my God. That's That's not actually true. Yeah, we all think your mothers just love all their children unconditionally and they're perfect. One of mine's got such a weak chin, I can barely look at him. We call him Mr. Burns. But, you know, the policy line that mothers have, we love you all the same. We don't have any favourites. And say your mum said that to you. So, you know, she said to you that she didn't have any favourites, right to you, right? She didn't have any favourites, she loved you all the same. Well, that was very sweet of her. It didn't really mean she didn't have any favourites. It pretty much just meant you weren't it. And thank you so much for having me in Montreal. Good night.
Thank you, Fiona. Funny. Fiona O'Loughlin. Yeah. Hey, one of the Fiona. Five big ones. Fantastic. Thank you. One of the hottest tickets at this year's festival has been the